Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The prediction of Senator Chris Ekpenyong, lawmaker representing Akwa Ibom Northwest Senatorial District, seems to have come to pass over the action of Wike against Atiku. He did say that the action of Governor Wike of Rivers State is tantamount to strengthening the Northerners to vote en masse for the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar. And that is just the situation right now because for now, ethnicity has been introduced as you're going to hear the huge number of persons who are now migrating to PDP and the number of northern leaders, northern traditional rulers, northern monarchs, and former military officers who are now standing behind Atiku, all to ensure that what Wike is planning will not come to pass as expected. We're going to be looking at full details of that news in a jiffy and also the reactions of Nigerians. Now, according to the news, prominent traditional rulers and notable retired military officers from the northern part of the country have thrown their weight behind the presidential candidate of People Democratic Party (PDP), Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, over what they perceive as the unsalutary method or manner the Rivers State Governor, Governor Yeson Wike, is insisting Atiku must force the national chairman of the party, Senator Anyocha Ayu, to resign. The eminent northern leaders have also resolved to adopt a campaign slogan of Alhaji Atiku Namu Namune, meaning Alhaji Atiku is our own, as their slogan. An impeccable source who held a prominent position in the administration of the former head of state, General Ibrahim Baramas Babangida, but would want to remain anonymous, disclosed that the eminent leaders have also reached out to PDP leaders not to dance to the tune of those clamoring for the suspension of the Rivers State governor, saying doing so will give him more opportunity to demonstrate his political arrogance. The source speaking on behalf of the eminent Northerners said instead the party should tactically continue to appeal to and woo him to their side, but if he remains adamant, he would be seen as a desperate politician. The source further described as big advantage the coming of former Kano State Governor Senator Ibrahim Shikaru, representing Kano Central Senatorial District, to the PDP. According to him, with Senator Shikaru now in the party, it will be an advantage for the People Democratic Party to get the bulk of votes that both the All Progressive Congress APC presidential aspirant Senator Bola Tinubu and his counterpart in the new Nigerian People Party NNPP or Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwanso might secure in Kano and the Northwest. He also hinted that now that no fewer than 5 states in the Southwest have disassociated themselves from the Ayu must go syndrome, it is clear that only Governor Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State is with the River State Governor, a situation he said is dangerous to Makinde's second term ambition. The leaders, however, cautioned those in the camp of Wike, especially those seeking re-election, to watch out. I knew that at the point ethnicity will come into this, and unfortunately, it has happened. Now, as much as we love and we respect what Governor Wike did, I think that if he had any plan, he wouldn't have come out so public, to prevent this from happening. After all, the betrayal that Tambuwa gave to him during the primaries was a nick of time, surprise for Governor Wike. And that's the same thing, that's the kind of treatment that you need to give to people who are political pharaohs. You handle them in that light. You don't just come out and open your mouth wide and say things when you already know they've made up their mind not to change their position on some issues. But however, I'm so sure that even with other southwestern states supporting PDP, the number won't be much. Let's just look at what Nigerians are saying. This one said things are taking shape, going the way of how it is supposed to be. The enemies of Nigeria are battling it out themselves, but this is no time to rejoice, because the Lord said in Proverbs 24:17-18, and I quote, do not gloat when your enemy fell, when they stumble, do not get your heart rejoice, or the Lord will see and disapprove that turn his wrath away from them. We will celebrate when victory is finally ours. Come February 25th, 2023, we will ride on the silk cord of joy and victory. We will bat in the overflowing tears of the enemy and children of hate. Another person here says Atiku is a pathological thief like Tinubu, and both must not be near as so rock. Another person reacting here said they should keep backing that's their own business. Myself and my brothers and sisters in the Middle Belt are voting Obi come the year 2023. This one say politics is a game. There is no possible way Atiku will let Ayu go. Ayu is the only strong personality in the North Central, and the PDP believes the man can deliver his region to them. What will Wike give Atiku? How many states can Wike deliver for Atiku in the South? From all indication, the person that is talking may not have idea of the population that is in Rivers State and does not know the level of influence that these guys are going to use in frustrating, Atiku Abubakar. But however, it's also important for us to realize that this guy is leaving. I was talking about Governor Wike. He's leaving. This is his last thing, and his influence may not be so strong. All right, this one say, are those states the property of your brother? Okay, someone says here, speak for yourself. State of Nigeria, which are generally referred to as belonging to the Middle Belt, are O Plateau, now Plateau and Nasarawa, O Gongola, now Adamawa and Tarawa, Niger, Kwara, Kogi, Benue, the Federal Capital Territory, alongside Southern Kaduna, Southern Bauchi, Southern Kebbi, Southern Gombe, Southern Yobe State. Someone reacting says here, are those states the property of your Fulani? Not. Who are you to define their political orientation and all of that? But then let's look at the situation on ground. The northern traditional leaders and retired military officers are backing Atiku. The big question is, how many of them are still influential in politics? Number two is, how many of them have enough supporters that can put Atiku Abubakar on top with their votes? Shekaru, that is leaving NNPP, APP, and all of that to PDP, how much control does he have when there is already a state governor in Kano State who is totally in support of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? So for me, I don't still see the votes of those guys as really creating a difference. Yes, they have decided to support their own and all of that, but then it will not change anything. All what PDP needs to do is to wake up and put things right. If not, the story may not be palatable. I'll leave you. They go to our conversation. What do you think about the situation on ground?